What's going on, Taurus? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Crafting and Conjure with Aquarius Moon Tarot. Returning subscribers, how you been? Thank you for all your love and support. We're about to jump into your energy. This goes out to singles, couples, men and women, sun, moon, and rising. I know I said I was going to discontinue the sun, moon, and rising, but we're there. Stay away from the deceptive person that might be coming back into your life. I don't know if we're in a retrograde or going into a retrograde. I have not had time to really go look up stuff. I think we're in a retrograde or something like that. If we are, I'm so scared because I'm going to sign some papers soon. Awesome. Yeah, you have a right to be deceptive. Defensive over this deceptive energy that is coming back into your life, because right now you have the Seven of Swords, trickster type energy in conjunction with the Nine of Wands. So you are very, very, very passionately defensive over this individual. And why are you passionately defensive over? Because you have the Three of Wands coming into your life. These are your ships manifesting. These are your goals starting to come to fruition. These are your, maybe a few of you are about to graduate college. Maybe a few of you are about to go into college. And also college is not age thing. You ain't got to be 19 and 21. Okay? Think about that. I'm just saying. So, or a new profession or something of that nature. You're entering into the phase where you're really focusing on these ships and not focusing on that deceptive energy. And you are passionately defending your wands, your passions, your goals against this individual, because your Three of Wands are coming in and you're ready to be generous with those that are in your life. And this person is not really so more. I'm not going to say an actual thief. They're like an energy thief, if that makes any sense. I'm not going to say like a vampire. Watch the whole vampire community come for me. Oh boy. Sorry, guys. I don't mean that in a mean way. If you dig into the occult terminology, you know that that's a spiritual path. No disrespect meant to those that practice that. No disrespect meant. Anyway, back to the reading. You're entering into this generous stage with the whole Six of Pentacles. So you're not really letting that deceptive energy come into your life. You got a lot of good stuff coming in. So a lot of y'all are expecting to run into manifestations, which is good, because I really thought we were going to have just like this doomy gloomy day of nothing but doomy gloomy readings. Okay, so it is now really a time to go ahead and rest your mind, sit back and meditate on the situation, and understand that you will be in a position very soon not only to embrace that Nine of Cups energy, which is almost just at the completion, but more on the lines of this go around. I sense that you're going to be sharing with others, with friends, with family. More friends. Think of events, think of gatherings, think of hosting dinner parties, think of that. And you're going to bring some people forth with the Three of Cups energy. You do have some people coming back into your life on an emotional level. And I think we are in a retrograde. But you're going to be open and sharing things. You really have taken time to come out of those fears. You've taken time to come out of that shadow energy. You've taken time to come out of what no longer serves you. You've taken time to come out of those bump in the night thought processes that might wake you up at 3:33 in the morning and make you think about things. Where every reader has been like,
you need to go get a cleansing, because if you don't, you're going to get possessed and you're going to die, honey.
But in reality, it's just been a bad day in a vibrational frequency or thought process, or whatever word you want to call it from the past is just irking the living crap out of you. Nothing's bumping on your door at 2 o'clock in the morning. And if it does, just drop kick it. Yeah. What we got? Yeah, no disrespect meant to my left-hand path magicians, but as one that used to practice it and still does tap into it every now and then, the forces that we do have, they can do their own thing, but 9 times out of 10, they're not knocking on people's doors just because they got nothing else to do at 3:30 in the morning. And quite frankly, if you ignore them, they go away. Literally. So I don't know who needs to hear that message, but let's leave that at the door right now. Nothing against the spirits at all. But mostly they just like, bro, I ain't got time for this. There is progress in your path. Stay grounded and stay focused. Amplify your energy ×3. If you work spell work, yeah, we're in a retrograde or something. Start saying your spell work 3 times in a row. If you pray, reading Psalms, for example, if you read the Psalms, start saying them a couple times. Get into a rhythmic vibration, flow with it, rock back and forward, feel it, visualize it. Usually the thing with visualizing, and I'm gonna crack a code. When you go to visualize or when you go to tap into something during prayer, you might close your eyes and, say you work with Saint Mother Mary or, Saint Jude, Saint, Augustine, Saint Anthony, whoever you work with, the Christ, Lilith, Kati, so forth. I said her name wrong. I apologize. I got like the stutters today. Hecate. I'm sorry. But it's like if you're praying, you get into that rhythmic flow or that working, and you close your eyes and you tap into it. Usually people say, just visualize. Well, usually you'll get like a little quick flash of something or a color or something like that. Like if you're praying to Mother Mary, like as I was saying her name, I see her right now. I see a representation of her. And when I tap into that and draw it closer to me, it manifests more within my mind's eye. And that's when I remove away the tapping into what I use to connect with it into the current of her. And that's when it turns into a movie. Yeah, an awesome movie. For anyone who wants to know about that. Some might see just by opening their eyes. Some might see behind their eyelids. Some might see by running their hands across something. There are so many ways to see. And I think that seeing has been misled over the years as something we only see on TV. And to be quite frank, there's a lot of stuff in the universe. So who wants to see everything 24/7? I asked for that one day and I got to see everything for 24/7 and it scared the crap out of me. And I've seen some stuff. Anyway, back to the reading. Trataka meditation. Look into that. That's gazing meditation. It'll help. Understand that there are people that are going to come into your life and into your path that are going to be stingy with what it is that they do. They're going to be stingy with hearth and home. They're going to be stingy with friendship. They're going to be stingy with everything because they have such a great fear that if they share, that if they come out of that Four of Pentacles energy, which is really just me, especially with this deck. They got a house, they got a home, they got all their riches, but it's like they're showing you, but they're also stingy. They're like, you could be starving right now and I wouldn't help you. They don't have an abundant flow of energy. They have this energy that just, for lack of a better term, sticks with them. They got what they got. But as the adage says, you gotta spend money to make money. You could save $100,000, but if you don't have a way to make it increase, or if you just don't touch that period, it's gonna dwindle. Now, if you don't touch it, then yeah, it's good. But we don't live in a world where you just can't touch stuff. You can put stuff to the side, but unless you have a way for it to increase, it's just gonna sit there and eventually dwindle. See where I'm going with it? And they have that dwindling energy because the minute they, instead of understanding and going to who they go to, or the many forces that will work with them, because one of the hardest things to believe is that if you are a Catholic, you can only pray to one specific person. And a lot of the times your ancestors, the spirit guides, and even gods and goddesses from past lives are like, yo, you know what? You're walking this path this go around, but I'm still here. And, you're walking that, and that's great, but you got this power. And when you go through different paths, it manifests through different abilities. If you're going through a healing path, it manifests as healing energy. When you go through a defensive path where you would learn about defensive magic, it manifests in a way you build that energy up on how to defend yourself. You use the same knowledge you had on how to heal, and you take those herbs and you start whatever, and you start learning about, shielding and warding and so forth and so on. The same with offensive magic, and same with, Christianity, same with Buddhism, same with everything. You tap into that current. And normally your main forces are just like, yeah, go. Do it. Whoever needs to hear that. But that person is holding on to that Four of Pentacles. Yeah, they can let you in, but in reality, they're so close to the Five, they have no damn clue what's about to happen to them. And you might have felt like you were in the Five of Pentacles, being barren, so forth and so on, etc., with what was going on. But you're about to have some serious Seven of Cups energy come into your life. And it's going to have a lot to do with emotional choices. Emotions have to do with passions. It might be a magical journey. It might be an actual relocation. It might be getting a new pet or a familiar. It might be building your castle or your foundation. It might tap into that wizardry or that warlock or that witchy or that Christian or that Catholic power or whatever power it is that you decide to connect with. Remember, these are words. These are words. And I really believe that if you pray your dog hardest to whoever it is you pray to, they're going to come on through because you know their intent is there. Like, might be a Christian and a Catholic and pray to Jesus, but you're like, God, I need help. And God's there. And like, you might be a witch and be like, Lilith. And Hecate shows up. And you might be a Wiccan and you might be like, Persephone. And then Isis shows up. See how it goes? And sometimes it's like, you know, I don't always per se go to the Christ. I go to Mother Mary because she's a saint of our family. And when my mother passed away, I was given these downloads of the saints. It was like a passing on of knowledge. And, you know, I had to prepare. And a lot of readings were saying that I was going to go through shifts and changes as everyone else is. Doesn't mean that you're losing your team. It just means that you're evolving. Your team's going to be there. It's always going to be there, yo. So get ready for an initiation of your life. Get ready for it. It's going to rock. It's going to kick your butt a couple times. But it's going to be worth it. I have no clue what I'm going to call this. But in the meantime, hopefully this resonates. Please like, share, and subscribe and join the Craft and Conjure Aquarius Moon Tarot family. Follow me on Spirit Vibrations on Facebook as well as the group page of Spirit Vibrations. I'm going to have a list of all the stuff I am on TikTok. So go follow me on TikTok, Aquarius Moon Tarot 9, Nurse's Corner. Because one thing, shout out to every single nurse, doctor in the medical field, point blank, period. I've always been very supportive, but I've kind of been quiet about it. But everything that went down recently and what I'm seeing when I pray for answers, I'm coming back to the family. I just got to figure out how. All right. So shout out to all the nurses and doctors and those that work in that field. You're awesome. Every single last one of you, from the medical assistant to the CRNA, to the surgeon, to the doctor, to everyone, you know, even if you just answer the phone and direct numbers and pass people through and stuff. Y'all matter too. All right. So go check me out. Peace.